working. Oh, it is starting. Woohoo. Here we go.
Yay!
It has started. It has begun.
It has begun.
It has begun. Hop from one stream over to the next.
Yeah.
Dude,
Sorry, guys.
Our lives is entertaining. What are you talking about?
I'm always entertaining, though.
Your job is literally just to entertain people, Davis.
Well, are you not entertained?
Not
Are
about
you
bitching
not
about
entertained?
streams, no.
That's,
I'll find the door.
Pity laugh, please. Just laugh.
That's the best thing.
That's all you should say, like when you try to make a joke. Just laugh.
I'm just trying to be funny for once in my
Guys,
life.
guys, I'm just trying to be funny. Let me have this. Okay, don't worry. We'll start
Alright.
over.
There we go. I tweeted out the link.
Is everything up?
Hello,
I
everybody.
don't think you're streaming.
It is. I am streaming.
It probably just hasn't sent you a notification yet, Dov.
Link me.
It's on my
Oh,
Twitter.
okay.
Motherfucker, I'm blind. There you are.
Hello, everybody. Back to normal content today of trying to fuck anime boys with my best friends, John and Davis.
So wait, what does that make me then?
Trying. We're succeeding.
We're succeeding.
We're seducing.
We're gonna be seducing these anime boys, whether they like it or not, because goddamn.
Yeah, it's not the other way around. No. We are the one with the thick, meaty personality.
So where we last left off, we had a very weird, fucking expositional shit of, oh yeah, my dad
We're
hates me.
demons.
And then, we came home, we got our grandpa's estate after he died, and we walked into some knocked out boys. They turned out to be incubi, you know, the fabled sex demons. So we're gonna...
Because just why not?
Why not? You know what? Young adult novels do weirder shit. I'm cool with this.
Yeah, like have kids fighting at like an arena sort of tournament for people's entertainment.
Or like 50 Shades of Grey. Or Twilight. Not
Don't you ever
not gonna
say
rag
that
on
again.
It, obviously. Not gonna rag on it, but you know.
Remember that time we found like the full volume of 50 Shades of Grey at that stupid convenience store?
Yeah, no, it was a thrift
What?
store.
Thrift shop?
Yeah.
Thrift store. We found the whole collection of 50 Shades of Grey at like an ARC thrift store.
And not the movies, the books.
The books.
That's amazing. I'm saying every thrift store I walk into has like a Twilight book in it. I'm not gonna lie. Actually.
They're succubi, but they're dudes. So, hey, whatever gets it going, honestly.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I don't
Let's
care.
load it up. Where we last left off, we just got out of the fucking awkward dinner. Oh, and our mom told us that our dad wants us to have a house party.
House
Because
party.
why
yeah.
not?
Cause you know, why not, right?
What's consent?
What? Okay.
What? I didn't say anything.
I dragged myself to bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before. Oops, I clicked out. Okay, the words I scrambled. Okay, let's sleep at least. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 times, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Fun. We just.
Interesting.
I don't know how you could study after seeing demons in your house, but alright, girl. Maybe
Why is she
cross
do?
in a different
Okay.
way. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day and I needed the rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. Yeah. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
You
Don't
fucking pretty
ever
boys
do
think
that
you're
again.
all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol.
I like that voice actor though. What the? Okay, hold on. Let me get into this. Huh? What's going on? I couldn't move. I felt like I was tied up, and I couldn't see anything beyond the. Oh God, guys, we just jumped into a hole. I don't remember any of this, so we're jumping into this
What?
shit. Okay, was I kidnapped in my sleep? I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. I would know if I was kidnapped in my sleep. Yet I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming at me from all directions. Ow.
One move and she gets it.
Oh, kill me, please.
Let her go!
Oh, Matthew. Matthew, hi.
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
What are we doing?
Like you scare me, Sam. Come on. Take one step.
I'm sorry,
I
like...
dare ya.
Why? That's what I'm concerned about. Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Ooh, fucking roasted. Get him, boy. Get it.
Oh,
Oh, because he
nerd
wears
boy.
glasses. Ooh.
Nerd.
Ooh.
You
Because
get
he
it?
has impaired
You get the
vision.
joke? Oh.
Don't steal that shit from me. Suddenly, I felt myself pulled to one side and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Ooh, I don't mind that. Hi.
I'm
Eric.
right here, you know.
I'm obviously not. I have black hair.
I know.
I think I'm okay in this one. As I
What?
was held in
Is that your excuse?
I mean, also, they're not real, so who cares?
Yeah, this is fiction.
Incubi and demons aren't real, so might as well enjoy it. Alright. Ooh, someone subscribed, I think. Thank you for subscribing.
Ooh.
I appreciate
Subscribe!
you. Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe to my bae. King Sonic, fastest thing alive. Just subscribe.
Hello. As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into black as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked up at the person holding me. Damien. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah?
Shut up. I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my. Oh yeah, he's the one who can read your thought. Can he see your dreams though? I mean, technically he can, but did he know what the dream was about then, or did he just know you were having a nightmare? Because they were in the dream, so I think he'd be like, "Why were you dreaming that?" Or I could be like, "Hey, did you see what I dreamed about?"
Let me. I'm gonna take. Can I take like a wild guess and say that dream's gonna come true or something?
I mean, I don't think that dream's gonna come true. I mean.
It's
I don't
not,
know.
if it's
How
not,
would
it's not a,
she know what that voice sounds like? I think
it's
she
not
has.
a dream. It's not a dream.
It's like
Premonition.
premonition.
It's not a premonition either.
Okay.
It's like a vision, I'd say.
That's a premonition then.
No, a premonition is different, isn't it?
I don't think so.
A vision's like you can see an event, right?
I'ma
A
see into the
premonition.
future. That's so.
Yes.
That's what they are.
All right. Yeah, he saw my
Love that
dream.
show.
Why did I dream about Eric holding me though?
You can't control your dreams.
Well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
No, I'm dead. I'm fine, thank you. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when I, well...
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything alright?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm cool. Why are we just coming in my fucking room? That's
Yeah,
my
did they
question.
not knock?
What if I was sleeping naked? That'd
Yeah.
be a conversation to have, right?
What if I'm a nudist?
That'd be something.
Why is the point in knocking if we're just gonna come in?
I have people who knock on my door in real life. And then just
Hey,
walk
how you
on
going, guys?
And they're gonna walk in and see something. I'm gonna be like,
It's
wearing
like
a
this.
fucking onesie in one of these days and be like, what?
Oh wait, is it okay in here?
Let's do
Wait.
it again.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, let's go. Oh hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
That's good. I'm assuming
Police!
you had a nightmare.
Yeah. Sorry for disturbing you guys.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Can I just have a harem of these guys? I just like a reverse harem.
Nah. I don't think
Oh.
you can.
I mean, oh, thank you.
Isn't
Well,
that technically
why don't
what
you
this
come
is?
downstairs with us and have some breakfast?
No.
I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
But you've already kissed two of them.
Well, one of them kissed me against my will. The other one I was like,
Forcefully.
"Prove it.
No, I'm saying like
Forcefully.
in the reverse
Woman,
harem
You're
scenario. This
going
seems
to,
very
you're
reverse
going to
harem.
kiss me. I'm like, bitch.
Woman, kiss me.
Kitchen wench, lips.
Well,
It was embarrassing to be the
Damn
damsel in
it.
distress again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy or if they were genuinely concerned. I'm pretty sure it was just courtesy, because you are offering a place for them to live. I think they want to make sure you're okay, because you're the person who owns the house, and could kick them out at any point you
Yeah.
want. I
'Cause
couldn't
that's
exactly
consensual.
read their minds. Alright. The two boys led me back to the dining room where the smell of bacon and eggs danced in the air. The smell wafted in from the kitchen and made its way into the room, making my stomach growl in need. Breakfast smells good.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
I nodded before sitting down. As I sat down, however, my mind drifted back to the dream I had. That feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. However, as my eyes closed, I felt a hand place itself on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sam, the owner of the hand on my on my head, raised an eyebrow at me before rustling my hair and moving away to sit down at the table. That's what you would do, Davis. You would fuck up my hair. Or fuck up my hair first thing in the morning. He then barked
I
towards
would do that though.
Yeah. He then barked towards the kitchen where James was working.
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
There's no need to yell, Sam!
You're yelling too!
Don't argue with me!
That's
You're the one who started the conversation, idiot.
Fucking idiot.
from behind.
What's up?
From
Where's the food?
from behind me, Erica.
Witch!
Davis,
Hello.
you're about to lose some dick privileges.
No, I'm not.
From behind me, Eric
okay.
appeared and sat beside me, rubbing his temples in obvious annoyance.
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
Ooh, castle. Sorry. For some reason,
How's that kinky in any way?
It's not just the idea of a castle. Why do you have a castle?
Yeah, like a castle.
Why do you have a castle if you're from the demon world? Do they have castles in the demon world?
I guess.
Why are you here if you have a castle?
Why the fuck are you here if you have a castle? Go live it up there, okay? I would never leave if I had a castle. Fuck, do you know what that's lit. These guys
That's
had
a
a
good
castle.
castle.
Sam looked at me and smirked at my reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
And wouldn't it be logical to
Reflect.
not yell?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Soon, James and Damien appeared, hands full of plates that carried bacon, eggs, toast,
Yeah?
and waffles. Ooh, that's how I like my men. They placed the plates down my...
Thanks, cat.
Oh, what? I like guys giving me food. I want waffles. Give me waffles.
I can cook a waffle.
Make me waffles and some scrambled eggs, but like burnt.
Oh
scrambled
my
eggs.
fuck,
And
bitch, I
I
will.
Be your bake, okay? Because I will just.
How do you cook eggs, Davis?
You put oil in the basin, then you boil. No, that's not the word. But the point is, like, cook that, and then you put your eggs in there, scrambled or sunny side up.
That's wrong. You don't cook eggs. The eggs cook you. Go on, cat.
They place
Motherfucker.
the plates down by each seat before seating themselves.
My favorite.
Why'd you make that so sexual?
Finally.
Who eats like that?
I think you should
Oh,
stop.
Cat?
eggs.
Thanks you for the breakfast. It looks amazing.
It's our pleasure.
I like how they just stop to look at you.
Yeah, I mean, my phone's on blasting. All of a sudden, my phone began to ring, ushering me to pull it out from my pocket and answer. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Ah, secondary characters. Hello.
Guess who's at your
Ah,
door
that's
right
right.
now?
Ooh, fuck, that's not a good thing.
Pizza guy.
Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. You can't just do that. You can't just say, hey, guess what? I'm
Who
here.
does that?
That's a dick.
Has
These
anyone
people
ever done
do.
that? Has anyone ever done it? Because I see it a lot. It's like, oh, guess who's right outside stalking you through the window? Guess who's writing about you in their diary tonight?
Hey, guess who's visiting right
I'm
now? Open the
right.
door.
It
Open the
doesn't matter
door.
that they knocked.
Open
The
the
fact is that they
fucking
showed up
door.
when I wasn't expecting them. What if I
Open
wasn't dressed?
The door.
What if I was in my shower? I just got out of the shower.
Open the door.
Right on
Open
cue,
the
there
door.
was a knock from my lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here.
I'll get it.
Fucking Matthew! Don't open the
My God,
door!
Matthew,
My heart quickly
fuck
began to
off.
pound in my chest. Matthew was in the lobby, and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and imagine these guys who are just eating their fucking toast and bacon and pancakes and all this shit, and they're just, and I'm just like, what? Hello? And then they just
I had
fucking
a thought.
up and go, and like, what the fuck is happening?
I have a thought, Cat. We have to kill these girls. They're trying to get into your anime boys. There's more women.
They're trying to take your anime boys.
I don't think
You
they'll
gotta
take
kill
my
them
boys.
before they
How
take
the
them.
fuck would they try to get my anime boys?
They'll see them.
don't
That's
know.
what they do. They seduce.
They seduce them.
They're gonna seduce them, not you.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Okay,
Kill
as
them.
I passed
It'll
through
be
the
seduce them
archway
at this point.
between the dining room and lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hand for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. Matthew, don't! But before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces of Naomi and Suzu. The world around me stopped as Suzu and Naomi kept their eyes on Matthew, who merely stared back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds.
Hi?
Fair. I could not believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. Yeah, your fucking family, your grandpa died, and you...
Grandpa died that
Yesterday.
exact
Your
same
dad
week. Your
hit
father
you.
slapped you. They kicked you out of their own house, and now
You
they want you to
inherited
throw a
the
party,
mansion.
and now
Now this shit.
boys.
Now boys.
And now Matthew's doing this shit, and it's just, come on, Matthew.
should know better.
Who are you?
Who are you? And then we pans over to us, and we just
Who
start
are you?
we start customizing our Skyrim
Captain.
character. They're not on the list.
They're not on the list.
Forget the list. They're
What
sent
should
to
we
the
do?
block. Send them to the block.
Are your orders, Captain? I'm sorry. At least you get to die in your home of Skyrim.
At least you get to die here in your homeland.
You fucking memorized
I
it.
haven't memorized, motherfucker. Come at me. Suzu, let me explain.
What's going on here?
I can explain all of this.
Orgy.
Fuck,
Who's
why
at
are
the
you guys
door,
coming
Matthew?
outside?
Oh.
I could explain.
I could explain one guy.
Or
I could explain one motherfucking guy. Guys, this guy is just my cousin. Or something like that. And, or he's my neighbor. Why
you don't
would
want it to
all
be weird
5
later.
of my neighbors be here?
it's a housewarming party.
It's not today. I haven't planned it yet.
No, these are the people in the neighborhood. It's a housewarming party
That's true.
full of boys my
Soon,
age.
the other incubi appeared in the lobby
In
with
the
us.
same room.
This situation was not going pretty. I need to think fast. They're visitors.
Then why did one
They're
of
in
them
your
open
head.
the door?
That would be dumb, because then they would just poke them in the face, be like, yeah, no, they're not. I can see them. I'm touching them. Then why did one of them open the door? Because I asked them to?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck do you mean? If
Really?
John and Davis were over at my house in real life, and I heard
Yeah.
a knock at the door, I'd be like, hey, John, do you want to go answer the door? And he'd be like, fuck you,
Your
but
house,
sure.
but okay.
Your house.
Your
but
house,
okay.
but okay.
Okay, yeah.
What if I'm preparing dinner?
It's weird that somebody decided to just
So-
open the door
so in
because
the
they heard a
future-
knock.
In the future, I have Davis over where I'm moving, and he's
Mhm.
there. My parents knock on the door. Davis answers. My dad punches him in the face. You're not John.
That doesn't make any
So,
sense when you open
I'm
the door. They were
Yeah, I
just
just
visiting,
expect a
man.
different face. Yeah, dude, I told you.
Oh, I guessed that right. There was no use. There's no time to lie to them. How do you suck at lying? I'm good at lying. I would make up a good lie.
Man, better
Hey,
lie than
look,
that.
they're just friends.
Hey
You're not
guys,
my only friends, you
look.
know.
Look, guys, these are my neighbors. They came by to introduce themselves, and they made me breakfast. They brought breakfast over, because, neighborhood shit.
These
So-
are the college students. They were trying to tell me about classes and curriculums.
They're from the
I could take.
sorority at the They're from the fucking fraternity
Yeah.
at the college.
The business college.
Yeah, they're.
that my father
Yeah,
wants me
look
to go
at James.
to.
He looks smart.
Yeah, look at him.
James could definitely. He could definitely talk
Sam
his way
looks
out
like
of
he
this.
could fucking party. Okay, he would be.
Oh yeah. He's a drunk.
He's me?
And then you just got this Matthew guy. He's like just a freshman.
He's
He's
freshman
just
that's getting
there.
dragged there.
Freshman. Damien looks like it's like second year. I just want to get
He's
through
the
this
wallflower.
shit.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
am
wallflower.
too far gone. I am too
Eric
far
does
gone.
one
Just
night stands
give me it.
on the regular. Anyway.
Oh, definitely.
I felt helpless. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I felt the tension in my body almost fade away. I turned my head to see James smile at me. Yeah, he's like, bitch, shut up. Let me deal with this.
We must apologize, ladies. We know this situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the
Glad
dining
you
room
did
and we'll
this.
explain everything.
I stared
You
at James.
definitely seem the type to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was, yeah. Was he gonna tell them who they were? Everything seems surreal. No, he's not. They told you
Come
because,
on,
you know.
silver tongue devil.
Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi and sat across from their confused gazes. As Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched plates. Oh, they didn't even get to eat? They have to serve their food to these people?
Nope.
That sucks. Surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
Make sure you dig in.
I like you, Matthew.
Stop
but
trying to fuck them.
They're not trying to fuck them. I looked at Suzu.
They are.
No, they're not. I can confirm that.
Can they just not be polite to others?
They're just.
Yeah.
So if anyone's polite to me, is that just me? Are you gonna say that? Just don't fuck cat?
Yeah.
Okay. Visibly enjoying
Yeah.
every bite they place in their mouths. Hopefully the
John?
food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal.
What?
Don't fuck cat.
Can you
I
shut
don't-
up and let me tell the story? As Naomi and Suzu ate their
What?
impromptu meals, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face.
What?
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Weird food eating sounds, but cool. You see, Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling me to just shut the fuck up and eat, and I did that, because, you know, food. Because I want the fucking waffles. I want powdered sugar in my waffles. No syrup, just powdered sugar.
You want funnel cake then?
Yeah.
I
Well,
want
no, funnel cake tastes too sweet for me.
You're a
Really? Well,
bitch.
there's a lot of that stuff on it.
Yeah. As I began to eat, he spoke to Naomi and Suzu.
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
You know, that could pass.
That makes sense. It's such a huge
No, it
house.
doesn't.
A huge house
That
for a
doesn't make s-
wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
Okay, why does it not make sense?
Because if they are servants, then why don't they wear the same uniform?
They dress that.
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
You're just like
He
Suzu.
called out Davis.
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, something
Could be
like
her
that.
fucking
That's
day.
you, Davis. That's you. This is bullshit. Yeah, whatever.
We're sorry if we made this situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
Something like that.
See, that's why I say you're good as Sam.
You know what?
I
You know what's
guess.
interesting?
I wouldn't forcefully kiss you though.
Davis would pull off a better Damien. He could do
Howdy.
that voice.
Not that
well,
fucking
that-
Damien.
No, you have the voice like that, sort of like you can do that light tone really well.
You can be a Jonah. That's the voice actor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
if I may ask, what brings you
I'd
two
be a
ladies
Davis.
here?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
Do you think
There's
this,
an
do you think now is the
arcade?
appropriate time?
You think now is a great time? My fucking
My
grandfather died. 2 days
grandfather's
ago.
dead.
I don't
You
want
go
to
to the arcade?
anywhere.
Can we pawn this
That
chair
makes
for
a
some
lot of
quarters?
sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Huh? Preparing for what?
For the satanic murder we're gonna do tonight. You wanna join us?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
And by soon, they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something.
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
This housewarming thing is more important.
Literally,
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Look, man, I wanna fuck one of you guys.
Seriously?
Sam, not now.
Yes, Sam, shut the fuck up, okay? We're in front of guests. Well,
Seriously?
yeah, exactly. I wanted to help out, but at the same time, I wanted to go with my friends. No, I don't want to do that. I gotta stay here to get the boys. Okay, I'll help around the house.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fucking sure. Okay? Besides, my housewarming party, I should help out too.
Want us to help out as well?
Nah, get the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out.
Thanks, though.
All right, we'll head on out then, so we're not in the way.
He just looks so fucking done with this shit. Sorry,
Sam?
guys. Yeah, he looks so fucking bored. I'll hang out with you guys soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
It's tonight.
Who calls you by your what type of friend calls you by your last name?
If we're going by Japanese standards, but this thing takes place in Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be weird, but I don't know.
Well,
it
they
seems
can't
kind
really
of-
call me by
Moyers.
they can't really call me by my real name because they can't just pre-record
Dude,
a bunch
I
of
almost
syllables.
spat Davis out, and you would have been like, "Dude, don't say my name here. Don't say Davis here." You'd have been real awkward.
Don't say my real name. Davis
I led
here.
them back into the lobby and walked them to the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. They They both gave me hugs before walking out to Naomi's car, which was parked in the driveway. And with that, they left, and I was happy they wanted to help, but fuck, okay, get out, okay? Bye. We
Hey,
had
Kat.
what?
How's it feel to get like through 10 minutes of gameplay
It's 10 minutes.
in an hour?
It's been like 30 minutes.
Because you guys keep dicking around. I want to fuck one of the anime
Enjoy
boys.
it. You enjoy
I
it.
do.
You enjoy it.
I do, but I really
Let
want to
me
get
fuck the
one
anime
of
boys.
The anime boys, and also I'm just gonna say
Which one you want to get?
I'm going after Sam because he's the canon route.
Okay.
So I'll go after him.
All right. Okay.
And then another time I'll just choose all the options for every other boy. Because I already know all their options because I helped everybody. I don't remember where exactly they are, what the story was around them, but I remember what that was. So, you know what I mean?
Seems legit.
I hope I'm
Keep
being,
going.
hope I'm being really, like, you know, I can't speak, you know what I mean? Well, I'm just also checking
no.
the chat.
Oh, I know who I am.
What?
You're Davis.
No. You know the guy from Goodwill Hunting that I will kill you if you don't take that job or something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm that guy, John.
Okay.
No, you're Davis.
Motherfucker.
All right, here we go. We ready? We ready?
I'm never ready, but sure. Yeah.
We sat down and talked about what we needed to happen before the party that started that night. Each guy had been assigned a different part of the party to do. Right after lunch, we began to work. I'm gonna just save real quick. Since everything was taken care of by at least one incubus, James, can we just say one guy? Why does it have to be an incubus? I know they're an incubus, okay? Well, the real question was who? Who am I gonna help? I'm gonna help Sam with the front yard. I walked out to the front yard to see Sam not cleaning, but doing slow motions with his hands and arms. He was doing Tai Chi, a form of martial arts I had previously learned outside from Taekwondo. However, he wasn't cleaning, which made me cross my arms and glare at him. Aren't we supposed to be cleaning the front yard?
You were taking too long. I already finished cleaning.
What? I looked around the front and noticed that the windows were polished, the weeds were pulled and tossed out from the sidewalk, the lamps were wiped down, the stairs were swept. He really did finish cleaning. We literally disbanded a mere minute ago, though. Wow, you work fast. Yeah, his superpower is speed. Sam didn't respond.
Heroin?
Yes, Davis, you fucking bitch.
Love you.
I'm trying to, like, I don't know, but you fucking bitch ass, okay? For a guy who wanted to be a badass, I would have imagined him doing hard workouts or karate moves for practice. Tai Chi was not what I expected out of him. I stood there wondering what to do. I'll join you. I remained quiet as I stood beside him and began to move along with his movements. He was going slow, so it was easy to follow along.
What are you doing?
The fuck does it look like I'm doing, dipshit?
This isn't supposed to be fun, okay? It's actually supposed to be difficult.
If I went along with it, I'm pretty sure I'd know. But cool, thanks.
You okay?
Sam opened an eye to look at me without breaking his motions before closing it and continuing. I followed along flawlessly, keeping his speed. It was very relaxing until how do you trip over your own feet and land on Sam? That's just okay.
How does that happen?
Flawlessly, by the way.
Flawless. She was going flawlessly, guys. Flawless.
Flawlessly nowhere? Maybe.
Flawlessly into his arms.
Oh.
Oof! Hey! Watch it!
Sorry. I had landed on top of Sam, staring eye to eye with him. Sam and I couldn't stop blushing, nor did either of us move from the ground. I could hear my heart pound against his chest. Sam didn't move a muscle, but stared at me in embarrassment. Can you get off of him? I eventually moved up off him, thank you, and I brushed myself off with a large blush on my face. Sam sat up and rubbed his head.
Man, watch where you're going next time.
I nodded. He stood up and looked at me for a moment. I could see in his eyes that he was concerned if I was okay, but he refused to ask. I smiled before walking back into the house. I heard him sigh before I walked out of earshot. The hour of the house party had arrived. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I'm not okay with that. Hold on. I need to get this right or I'm gonna fail. Everything. Hold
What?
on. Hold on.
Okay.
We'll get what right? Are you looking up a wiki?
No, I have it all written down.
Alright, understandable.
Because I know I'll fuck it up. There we go. Okay. I kept double and triple checking the essentials for the party, knowing my dad, he invited his business partners and the executives of the Anderson company to show me off. I stood in front of my mirror in my room, staring at my form as a million thoughts ran through my mind. It was just a housewarming party, but at the same time, it wasn't. It was a chance for me to show my dad that I was better than his expectations. It was a chance for me to show for my parents to see me as a woman. It was my test to see if I was really ready to live on my own. Well, not truly alone. I had the incubi to thank, but even so, I didn't have my dad guiding me or my mom helping me through living alone. A knock on my door broke my thoughts, surprising me. What up?
Hey, are you okay in there? Your parents should be here soon, so you should hurry getting ready.
Well, I'm ready.
But what? I'm sure you look fine, Anderson. Just come on out.
Okay.
Anderson.
Hey, look, guys! I dressed up, and I look good, and they're all shocked by that. Let me just look at what they wore.
God, what freaking disco bar that green shirt one walk out of?
That's what I was thinking.
Looking like coming out of the fucking 80s over there.
Exactly.
Jesus. And is that a nightgown?
It looks like one, right? I don't know. I think the bow would have been best on the back. Or maybe smaller into the side.
It depends. If it was going to be, like, smaller, it should have been 2 bows.
Yeah. Oh, well.
What am I talking about? The design?
Look at me! Look at me! I'd look good in that dress. I'd look good in that. It's burgundy. I look good in burgundy.
You would look good.
I look good in burgundy.
You would look great.
Thank you. Some, like,
okay, Davis,
earrings.
now, this is what you say. Davis, this is what you say. You would look good in anything. It doesn't matter if it was that or not. Go for it.
Hey, John?
Say it.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my cat.
He was just giving you advice to make me swoon even more, but alright.
Hey, Davis. Davis. I respect you. Please don't hurt me.
John?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched as Naomi and Suzu's faces turned from smiles to complete awestruck stares. I never look good, apparently. What?
Dude, you look hot.
Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
Lesbian?
They are both, yes. I've had it for a while. I just never had the chance to wear it. I figured I might as well bring it out now.
Like how she lets her hair go a bit more free here.
Okay.
I don't like Sam's. Just because I don't like the green thing, but
I don't like the green, like, it's so off-putting. I actually like
belt
James.
thing.
It's not a belt. It looks like it was still part of his regular outfit because he was wearing something like that, like his jacket coat.
No.
Well, what would have been better if he just like threw the jacket on?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like a.
Because
it's a servant thing.
I know this is supposed to be like a formal event, but if we're going to go by Sam's character, he'd probably just throw the jacket on and maybe the pants.
He should have been
that's
wearing
it.
his outfit. I wish he just came out
He's
not
wearing
wearing
servant's
a suit.
attire. That's the whole thing. He has to look like this because he's wearing servant's clothes. I like Eric's outfit and I like Matthew's outfit. Look at how cute
Eric's
they
the
are.
red one?
Eric's the red one, Matthew's the blue one. Look at them.
The red one looks real nice. If I take the face off, just like the suit looks appealing. The burgundy red almost, like that darker tone in the middle, the bow, the black, it all
I
kind
like how
of
we're criticizing a free game on Steam.
Yeah, but
we're not
just
criticizing.
We're
Appreciating
we're
it.
talking about the beauty, like artwork. You know, I like the.
I actually like James's too.
Yeah,
it's
James
colorful.
looks really good, and Damien just looks really simple. I like that.
Yeah.
The one thing that's off-putting. Can you stop doing the Damien voice from CD? We're not promoting Brian's thing. Not in my stream. I've let it go on too long.
What? Love you.
Well, fuck. Anyway.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
I stepped out of my room and closed my bedroom door behind me. As I walked down the hall to the grand lobby, the incubi stood waiting for me at the bottom, all dressed to the nines as proper servants.
Whoa! They really know how to dress well, don't they?
It's part of their fucking job, but thanks. Yeah. I mean, that's what we've said their job is. And also, where did they get those? Did they go out and buy outfits?
The grandfather suits.
I guess.
Was grandfather
If
ever that small?
if they are your
grandfather was in the Bois.
Literally.
I was slightly taken aback at how great the boys looked in uniform. I'm going to ignore all of you talking, okay? The boys were perfect gentlemen, even Sam. And I slowly began to climb down the steps with Suzu and Naomi behind me. The boys they watched me as I descended. Cool. They looked like knights waiting for their princess. That's a nice equivalent there. And I felt my face flush slightly, but I quickly shook my head to try and regain my thoughts. Damien can hear what we're thinking. He must be cringing really hard at this thought you're having. As I reached the last step, James offered his hand out to me and walked me down that final step smiling. Thank you.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
Oh, thank you. That flatters me. Thank you.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
Fuck no, but you know what? Let's go. I'm ready for it. All right, I'm ready.
No hesitation. Fuck.
I couldn't deny that I was nervous, but I had to try. This party was more than what it seemed, and I had done all that I could to prepare for it. Now it was up to fate. The other boys smiled assuringly at me, which made me feel a little bit better about everything. I looked at my phone and marked the time. Almost right on cue, the doorbell rang. I gulped. Just so matter of fact. I remember this part stressed me out so much. There's a part of the party where people will come up and ask me questions, and I am timed, and I have to answer in a short time. Don't make me look over all the fucking things. You can pause and look. I'm telling this to you too. You can discuss it afterwards, okay? Discuss the stupid questions afterwards.
So what's 5 plus 5?
Almost right on cue, the doorbell rang, and I gulped. Cool. I could practically feel my dad's aura from behind the door. Sam and Eric quickly rushed to the door and opened the double doors wide to reveal my parents, both dressed in their best. Oh, Mom looks really good. Dad looks like the same, but changed his tie. But Mom looks good.
I think it is the same.
No, it looks different. I know they have different models. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Oh my. I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
That does not sound like Dad. What the fuck? What? They didn't ask for shit? I looked at the boys and noticed Sam and Eric staring intently at my parents. Were they using their powers on them? That makes sense. I'm cool with that, though. There's no way they'd be okay with this otherwise.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the house.
My mother quickly
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, if they're...
It's not a wrong statement, Davis. Like...
That's not the right statement either.
They're employed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's not the right thing to say, it's not the wrong thing to say.
Yeah. It's the dad. Who gives a shit what he says anyway? I hugged her back, inhaling her perfume. It had only been a couple days, but living away from the ones who raised me was hard. My mother soon let me go and looked at my outfit. I get that. When I saw my mom again after I left, when I moved out, that was sad.
Gorgeous. You look so lovely. David, look at your daughter and tell her I'm right.
Oh, I forgot his name's David. David Anderson. That feels weird.
Yeah?
I looked at my dad, who was looking around the lobby like an inspector. He's not even looking at me! I stood my ground waiting for him to look at me. When he did, he let a small smile grace his lips.
Your mother's right. You look like you're all grown up.
The world around me stopped as my heart pounded my chest. Did my dad just compliment me on his own accord? That's a sad thing if that's a world-shattering thing.
Damn.
Okay.
Father's still a scumbag.
My mother was grinning ear to ear at his words. So I was yeah, thank you. Don't call him daddy. That's my one line we're gonna make right here. Don't call your dad daddy when you're 19.
Daddy.
Even I don't do that. What the fuck? Nobody does that. However, his cold face quickly returned as he began to look around once again.
I assume that you're ready, then, to impress the rest of the guests, correct?
What do you mean?
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman's son will be coming. All of them will be measuring your potential.
Did you, ask me beforehand that you could invite those people? Because that would be nice if you did. I'm just saying, maybe you could have fucking asked, but alright, cool, whatever you want to do.
Was this was this presented as a party for them, just to come see the place? Or
I think it's a party for them.
Okay.
It's the dad's party at my house, and I had to plan that he didn't put any effort in because he wanted to show me off to the board of the Anderson Toys Company to make me look good so they could hire me eventually.
You know what's weird? That all these demons doing all this work, you would have never been able to get anything done actually.
Yeah, it's too big of a house for anything to be done, and he didn't help me.
You would have been able to wash the dishes and maybe wash the floor. That's it.
They expected a lot out of you.
Yeah.
Get to work.
My potential.
To become CEO of the company.
Oh, they want to make me CEO of the company.
How does that work?
Because I'm related to him. Does that work? Family ties come first?
That's not how it works.
Okay, so if the grandfather owned the majority shares and he didn't give them to her, I guess I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. You know how like certain law firms keep someone on like just for the namesake?
Yeah.
You know, so it can't be like that. It could just be because we kept this like business in the family for this many years, like an advertising thing.
Oh, and here's the
Like,
thing
you
too.
know.
Like, this is not going to be talked about in this thing, because I'm not going to go after another character in this. But basically, I think the people want me to be on the board, like be the CEO, because one of the guys says in the thing, like not in this but another route, that the grandpa would talk about us frequently because like we were a big help for all these toys that would come. So like everybody in the office knew about who we were and how big of an impact our existence had on grandpa and the work that he put out.
That makes sense.
So I get that.
I can see that.
Like the namesake here, like we are his inspiration. Why wouldn't we want to have the inspiration in the office? I don't think that's CEO material though. She is what they know is that she's going for business though, so maybe that also helps out too.
It's weird that it's not the dad, if I'm being honest.
Well, like again, Grandpa
shouldn't he
didn't
take the
want,
mantle?
Grandpa didn't want
Yeah.
him to be the CEO.
Yeah. So it's like I guess like they're keeping it in the because that's what I would do. You know, like if I died, I would like to think my family would continue on something like my son or anyone else. Like I don't know. It's a nice thought.
Yeah.
But keep going.
I knew it. Something was off about tonight, and now this party had become much more than I anticipated. I gulped silently, but I nodded in response. Okay. I looked to the incubi, but they were continuing to be servants for my father's approval. I looked behind me and saw Naomi and Suzu raise their thumbs at me. Thank you, bitch. For encouragement, I let a small breath before feeling my body accept the situation. I felt a weight in my gut, but I had to hide it. As if time zoomed forward, all of a sudden, the main hall of the lobby was full of guests. Men and women in formal or business attire showed up to meet me and see my new home. I didn't expect many to come, but I was once again surprised that night. I shook hands with many officials and executive members, putting on the professional face my dad trained me to have. I felt overwhelmed, but I hid it well behind a small smile and a handshake. Many even asked me questions. I tried my best to reply as maturely as possible. I had to remember, say what they want to hear, not what you want to say.
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
I'm doing my best.
I'm so sorry about your grandfather passing away. It really hit all of us hard.
Well, thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
Yes, I do. I felt like the questions came up one after another. It was tough to answer some of them because they weren't about me. They were about the company.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
It will get back on track soon.
What do you think of the philanthropic policy the company has?
He stumbled with that one. It's great.
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
It's called the Anderson Family Toy What? It's a possibility. Eventually the question stopped. That was dumb. That last question was so dumb.
Do you think they should expand? How is that going to affect you so much?
Toys? What do you want me to make?
Toy company.
It's a toy company. Makes sense. The question stopped, and I was back to being myself. Naomi and Suzu were mingling in the crowds, and the incubi were just doing their job, so I was all alone in a room full of strangers. It was unnerving to think about, but at least I wasn't being questioned left and right anymore. Suddenly, though, my mom pushed her way through the crowd to me, bringing along someone I didn't know.
Honey, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This kind gentleman is the son of the vice chairman.
I love you, Mom, but your voice is so annoying. This lisp you have going on
Honey.
here is so annoying. He has the same thing going on with Sam! What the fuck? It's a
What's
belt.
with the belt?
He smiled.
Swear to God, that's a
With
belt.
my mother stood a man who looked only a couple years older than me. He smiled and held out his hand to me, silently asking for my hand. What do I do?
What do you want to do?
I have to look. Okay.
Hi, I'm Andrew Lewis. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Anderson.
As I placed my hand in his, he raised it to his lips and kissed over my knuckles. I felt my face burn slightly at the gesture. Andrew smiled at me before releasing my hand.
I'm honored to be invited here.
My mother smiled at both of us, which made me slightly concerned. Why was she excited to introduce me to Andrew?
So, you organized this party very well, Miss Anderson.
Thanks for this lovely conversation. Thank you.
You're welcome. Praise is very much deserved.
I didn't do shit, but I'll take it. I mean, I helped clean the front lawn. That's it. Andrew then chuckled nervously, bringing a soft fist to his lips to cover his laugh properly before it wasn't that funny.
I'm sorry if I seem a little forward. I've just been excited to meet Harold Anderson's granddaughter.
Oh, why?
He used to talk about you all the time in the office on how you helped him refine his toys. I only attended meetings and heard all of the stories. You've helped a lot with the success of the company without having to actually work there.
He's a couple years older than me.
Okay.
I think he's like, we're like 19.
How long has he been in that office?
I think he's just heard it
You're
past.
17, I think.
I think his dad probably mentioned it at dinner to like the mom, and like, you know, he overheard it because he was there. He had a really bad cowlick right there, though. Oh wow.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't know he talked about me. This would explain why everyone's fascination with me and their rather personal questions. I looked to Andrew, who had a kind face to me. Something about him seemed off, and I didn't know what it was. He seemed to be hiding something. Whether it was good or bad, I was not able to find out. I felt someone walk up beside me, causing me to turn to them. Next to me was my dad, giving his cold stare to Andrew, who suddenly became tense.
So, you're Jared's son.
Jared. Okay. Andrew's body twitched slightly. Whether it was from fear or insult, Andrew locked eyes with my father. I couldn't help but feel the tension between them. It irked me how fragile the air had become, enough to break at the wrong word.
You're the one who wants to be the next CEO of the Anderson Company.
Well...
Oh, I stared at Andrew. This guy wanted to take my grandfather's position as CEO? I thought the vice chairman wanted the position. No, the vice chairman wants to put his son in the position. Okay.
David, leave the poor boy alone.
I'm merely testing the boy's conversational skills. Nothing wrong with that.
Of course not, sir.
And polite as well. Interesting.
If you'll
He seems so
excuse me.
sad, the dad.
Yeah.
Quickly, Andrew retreated away from my family into the crowd of people. I watched it. I don't want to go after him. I watched he disappeared into the crowd.
Good.
Towards I don't give a shit about the guy.
You just let him fucking cry by himself practically.
Here's the thing. If I go after him, I can't get the guy. I can't get the guy that I want, so...
Okay.
He obviously needed the space. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing.
You don't even know the guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know him at all.
You're gonna comfort him for no
What do
reason?
you mean? You don't want to... I mean, you just met him.
Your dad
Don't you want to
comes up
marry him
asking
already?
2 questions, and, you know,
Elsa? I mean,
you know.
what?
Peh. He's not CEO material.
That's
He
because
did
you
break kinda
practically
easily.
interrogated the young man.
A little questioning shouldn't
Yeah,
have
it's a good
bothered
question.
him. He's obviously not ready for any title in our company.
I bit my tongue.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I agree with him too. I didn't want to make a scene. One wrong word and he'll lecture me in front of everyone. That was not something I wanted at my housewarming party. I let it aside before
Still
looking at the
looks
clock. It was getting close to midnight, meaning that the party was going to end soon. I lowered my gaze out the window and saw a limo pull up. Whose limo is that?
Oh, that must be Lewis's car.
Who the fuck is Lewis?
I'll go get him. Stay
Who
with
the
your
hell's
father so
Lewis?
you can escort your guests out together.
Wait, Lewis is that guy, right? Yes, Mom. My mother left my dad and me to slowly escort the guests out. My dad held his simple smile as he thanked each person for coming. I did the same. Andrew quickly passed the doors before I could speak. Eventually, only Suzu, Naomi, my parents, and the incubi were left. My dad suddenly walked over and placed a hand on my shoulder with a smile. I stared up at him, a wave of confusion washing over my face. What?
You did good tonight. I'm proud.
Oh. That's sad. Thank you, Dad.
Keep it up, and you'll be a good CEO.
Oh. Right.
All right. Your mother and I have to leave. I'm sure Naomi and Suzu need to leave as well. Just because it's Saturday doesn't mean you should stay up all night.
Why do you have to control my life even when I'm not even in your fucking house? Right.
Thanks for having us. It was a great party.
I'll talk about it later.
Tell me about your okay, I'll ask later.
We'll come visit tomorrow or something. All right?
Right, see ya.
Good night, sweetie.
Bye.
Come visit
Get the
us
fuck
soon.
out, Mom.
Love you, Mom. Will do. All 4 of my reigning guests left the building. All but my dad were waving back at— oh my god, he didn't even wave back at me, that fucking idiot. Okay. With the last of the guests gone, I sighed and sat on the staircase, exhausted. That was tiring.
It's not like you had to do any work, though.
Give her a break, man. She was getting interrogated left and right.
Thank you, Matthew.
She handled herself the best she could.
Thank you, Damien.
As expected, Princess.
Since you're exhausted, why not head to bed? We can clean up.
I mean,
Hush, Sam.
Are you guys sure?
Positive. It shouldn't take long.
Ho ho ho! It didn't take long to find you little shits after all.
Okay,
Just
so
one
premonition.
right after the other. Just one right after the other.
I remember this guy.
I felt a hot shudder run down my spine. The voice from my dreams echoed through the air into my ears. I looked around panicked alongside the incubi. James placed a hand on my shoulder, trying to remain calm.
Don't worry. No one will hurt you.
We'll see about that!
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
All of us shot our heads towards the doors, finally pinning down the direction of the voice. The doors quickly swung open, revealing a sight I would have never expected to see. I'd make a comment about who this looks like the outfit, but I think you already know who I'm talking about. Do you get who I'm talking about?
Sorry.
Do you get what I'm talking about? The outfit part?
I know. We'll talk about that.
Skin red as blood, eyes black and gold, piercing in
Oh my god.
Roughened up clothes and a pistol in his hand. I saw a monster. Does that look like a monster? It looks like some dude with body paint on.
It's like some very shit makeup on.
Oh, then look. I think you know I'm about to comment on that too.
Oh my god.
She's hot though. I covered my mouth to not scream at the sight. Dried blood covered the bandana around his neck as he smirked at me and the boys around me. Beside the red-skinned man that's a weird comment, was a similar-looking woman in matching thug-like clothes.
Aw, what's the matter, boys? You really didn't think I wouldn't find you, did you?
I hoped you would, you piece of...
All of a sudden, the man raised his gun at Sam's face and instantly pulled the trigger. Well, we all
Can't
gasped.
kiss a face that's not there.
We all gasped.
Sam's
and
dead?
Instinctively expecting to see a bullet run through Sam's face, but
What the fuck?
What?
you could have died. What should have been a headshot ended with a loud but empty blank shot. The pistol echoed its empty shots as the man grew more and more pissed, pulling the trigger over and over in aggravation. Luckily for my ears, it became quieter after its first shot.
Why the fuck won't you work?
This place is protected.
What did you say, Shrimp?
This place has a seal, protecting it from hellborn magic.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Regular bullets?
How does that affect bullets?
It's devil magic. The man grabbed...
Devil bullets.
What do you mean devil magic? It's a gun!
It's
Davis,
not, it's
devil
not like
bullets.
Can I finish reading
Devil
it? The man
gunpowder.
growled as he threw his gun at Sam, who was able to dodge it in time. The pistol bounced off the ground a couple of times before sliding further away, hitting the wall in a final stop. As it stopped moving, the gun faded into black flame that disappeared into thin air. It's not the weirdest thing. There's incubi here.
I just, I've seen a lot of anime with similar premise. Like, it's like, I put the power into the gun. Like, I love the bullets with my power, right? That I can buy.
I don't know why he's so shocked by this.
I don't know. Like, I could buy it.
The
It's
previous
just kinda
owner
like...
had this place protected by magic, Malix.
What?
Malix. I'll read it again for you.
The previous
No.
owner had this place protected by magic, Malix.
The
Did they gotta
previous
spell
owner.
that one?
The previous owner.
Malix, that was his name. His existence resonated in my memory from the dream I had. However, I looked to Matthew in the same confusion as Malix did. This place is protected by magic?
It would seem that your grandfather had some sort of protective barrier around this house. From the looks of it, it only disables hellborn magic.
Malix's face grew to that of extreme anger, his fist tightening as if he was crushing a stress ball.
Then what's stopping me from dragging your asses out and shooting you then?
Okay. Wow, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I gotta think about that.
What?
It says out of pure instinct. I'm like...
Instinct. You've
I
known them for a
stepped
day.
I stepped up. I stepped in front of all the fucking boys who could have protected me, and I walked right in front of this fucking dude who is stronger than me.
What's stopping me? What's stopping me from dragging all of you out here? There's 6 of us.
There's 2 of you.
There's 2 of you.
Yeah.
What's that gonna do?
Don't know if you know what math is, but we can.
What's your math?
We We can have 2 of them hold your legs, 2 of them hold your arms, and the other 2 just punch you in the kidneys. Like, what are you going to do about it? Get punched in the kidneys. That's what.
Fucking idiots.
I was drinking water, John.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do? Get punched in the kidneys. That's what.
I cringe so hard, because why would I ever do that? Why would I ever?
I don't.
Fucking. Are you sure the writing's good,
You know,
Kat?
the time to do that's when they pulled out the gun. The whole instinct move. Like, imagine this. Davis, if someone pulls a fucking gun at you, instincts may act then. But I don't think, like, now's the time for instincts.
What, 5? Look, we got like a 20-second delay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're robbing me?
You know what, I'm gonna just, I don't want, should I skip the dialogue a bit and just hit him?
No. We got to go through with it now.
Fuck, I hate it.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I
Let's just
placed
do it. Let's just do it.
myself between Malik's and the boys. No power. Malik's wasn't gonna fight. I took that chance to stand up to him instead of being powerless. Oh yeah, okay.
Fucking dumb whore.
Fuck off. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm trying to chill, alright? I want to go watch Netflix, and you're kind of getting in the way of that, so can you go fuck off? Can you take a dick and just shove it right up in there, please? Just fuck you.
Whoa! Who let the bitch out of her cage? What is this? A reverse harem or something?
I think it is at this point. I like your evil laugh, though. Okay, he walked up to me. Duck! I ducked underneath Malik's incoming hand. I stared at his hand and his back. Black flame tattoo. He has a... Okay. I took a couple steps back from Alex, and Matthew and Damien were like, bitch, get back here. And I'm like, cool. So they're guarding me from him.
A quick one. I'm liking you more and more.
I just want you to get the fuck out of my house, man. I want to go get some peanut butter. You know, I want to get some peanut butter sandwiches going. And you're kind of just here.
Back off, Malix!
Don't start acting tough, you pathetic excuse of a demon. You need more protection than her.
No, he has magic and I don't. I need more
Why don't you just punch him?
I don't think they want to right now. I think that would cause more problems.
What do you mean? This guy's obviously gonna come back. Just kill them now.
There's a thing too, is that there's still people outside. They're waiting for their Uber.
I don't give a shit. You got like a red motherfucker in here. You can just say they broke in.
Red motherfucker over here. Davis.
You got a demon motherfucker here.
There you go. Let's not discriminate towards red people. You know.
Listen. Just kill them. They broke in. You can literally claim that you did it in self-defense.
What are we in the state of Texas?
Yes.
Here's the thing too. I think there's more than just him.
Yeah.
I think he came alone because it would be easier.
There's more than one reason not to, just stomp him right here.
Many reasons, actually.
I feel like Sam should have punched him.
Oh, did I make the little Matthew cry? Why don't you just grow a pair?
Get out.
Enough, Malix.
The woman, who had been standing in silence the whole time, planted a firm hand on Malix's shoulder. Malix looked back at her with a growl and a glare that could kill.
Since when did you get the guts to speak out of place?
Ooh.
We both know you've never controlled me. I want them dead just like you do. But now's not the time.
Fuck off! I know what I'm doing.
Do you? Even if you did fight them, there's 5 against 2. We never win.
See, she's got the sense. And there's also me. I could also beat the shit out of your face.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Let's go, Malix! We're wasting our time!
The two growled at each other. If they could have used their magic, I could sense that fire would glow from under their teeth. Malix grunted and glared at the boys. He pointed at James, wanting so badly to use his fingers like a knife.
Just wait, pretty boys. We'll get you and fuck you up real good.
Just take the up part out of that. That'd be funnier. But
that does not like.
They're incubi, so it's kind of funny. You know, that's their whole thing.
I get that. Would have killed them.
Then Malix turned to me, moving his finger.
I would have killed them.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Love you.
Directly between my eyes.
And don't think you're safe. Step outside. I dare you.
Was that the exact same laugh?
No. With that, Malik and the woman walked out of the mansion, the doors closed behind them, and we're all alone again. And I fell. I fell.
How'd you fall?
My knees gave out from under me. That's how I fell. I think I was very scared. What?
I can accept that.
Whoa, whoa! Are you alright?
Well, now I look like a fucking dipshit. Yeah, why the fuck is he here?
He's been closely tracking us. Our blood trail from the forest must have led him here.
It took him that long to get to the house?
Should have stopped and finished it here.
Even Matthew agrees.
For once, Matthew, I agree with you.
Okay, I'm scared. Was he a demon?
That son of a bitch is not a demon. He's a devil.
There's a difference. Sorry for asking. I know this might be a sensitive thing for you, but I don't know what the fuck's happening. Can I just know what the fucking difference is?
Yes, demons come from a different plane of existence called the Abyssal Planes. Devils, however, come from one of the seven
another
circles of a
exposition
place
dump.
humans know as hell. Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
Okay, so the abyssal planes and hell, that's the difference. Cool.
We actually have brains, for one. Devils always like to cause trouble and try to kill or torture others for their own enjoyment.
So, David?
Demons, like us, know when to use our powers and when not to. We're not stupid.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free wills and don't rely on where they came from to use their powers.
So, Malik has an order from a higher-up to kill you guys? Why? Okay, this is all confusing. Demons and devils and magic all existed, and I happened to land in the middle of it all. What do we do?
You're safe. You've been protected as well.
What?
What Damien's saying is that the magic that protects this place also protects you.
Thanks for dumbing it down for me, I appreciate you.
Your grandfather must have cast it when you last saw him or something of that nature. We can sense its aura around your body.
I couldn't believe my ears. It was the third day of surprises. This one took the cake of being the most surprising.
Okay.
What did I get myself into?
Miss, please don't worry. We'll find a way to train ourselves and become stronger to finally finish this feud.
I'm gonna kick his ass right now.
Until then, we'll protect you as much as we can. If Malik comes back, we'll be here for you.
But what about going the fuck outside? Because I don't want to die, man.
Like we said, you have a protection spell on you. Even if Malik attacks you, he won't be able to use his magic on you. He'd be just like any other human you can fight back against.
Didn't you say you knew Taekwondo?
She does! Do I? I am a fucking noodle! I am a noodle! I eat Pop-Tarts and Panda Express. I'm a noodle. I exercise is walking to class. I am a noodle. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Still, I cannot help feel nervous and apprehensive. The guys were here to safe to train and become stronger, but what if Malik's the same? I was more lost about how my grandfather knew about magic. I had to find out. At least I had time. I had to went to bed. Despite the words of the incubi, I felt like a target to something I'd never be able to explain or prove. Magic, devils, demons, how did this all even happen? Should I really meddle with the situation? They're only staying until after they defeat Malik's. That's right. They said they would only stay until after they defeated Malik's. After that, my life could go back to normal. Temporary insanity, as Kay would say. The question was then, would I want them to leave? If my life went back to normal, then I'd have to care for the house all on my own. I'd get to focus on my life instead of being distracted by the boys. I'd have to. My life. Where was my life going anyway? We're having an existential crisis now, guys. I was under pressure from my parents, with only my friends and boys to comfort me. Without the boys, I'd have no way to hide from my responsibilities. Enough, let's just sleep and deal with it tomorrow when it comes. Defeating my sense of thought, I forced myself to sleep. Unsure of what tomorrow had planned for me. Hopefully whatever the future had for me, I'd be ready for it. Well, I think we're done then. I think we're just fucking done, alright? It's been an hour.
Okay.
I saved. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you. This is Seduce Me, the Atome. I really recommend you guys watch and play it. It's fun. It's free. I'd also support Michaela Laws, the creator of the game. She's a wonderful person, and I appreciate her existence, and she's my favorite person of all time. Okay? Any other words besides Davis yelling about the guy not killing him?
I'm good.
So much exposition.
Yeah.
So much exposition.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we don't know. If
A
you know
demon did just show up. I mean, how else do you explain that?
a devil, get it right.
Oh, I'm so
Devil,
sorry.
demon. Fuck it.
I'm not a demon. I'm a devil.
All right. Well, it was fun talking to you
Gotta
guys.
do another cackle laugh outside the door. Maybe the
Thanks for coming, guys. See you guys later. Bye.
Thank you all for coming. This is.